Cole Palmer, son. In fact, you deserve a standing ovation. Let me stand up for you, Cole. Sorry, mate. Well done. You probably can't see me, but you can see my hands. Cole Palmer, what a player, eh? What an absolutely unbelievable footballer. Is he now world class? For me, you don't score 4 goals in one half of football without being world class. I think Cole Palmer has sort of reached that pedestal. I mean, he's got to be in the conversation for it, hasn't he? 4 goals in one half of football, and he could easily have walked away with 6 goals today. I think he scored 2 disallowed goals, maybe. He hit the post, from what I saw. Cole Palmer was unbelievable today, and Chelsea were quite good as well, as a team. Enzo Maresca certainly got that team playing how he wanted, and everyone was critical of him at the start of the year. They were critical of the way they were doing things. But, hey, Chelsea are on fire at the minute, aren't they? Yeah, let's go on about the game. Let's talk about it, because it started off a little bit ropey, 7 minutes in, and I do a thing with like Premier League predictions with my mates, and I did predict that Brighton would score inside like 5 minutes. So you're probably wondering why you mentioned that, because he didn't score inside 5 minutes, but I thought I'd let you know because it was quite close. They scored inside 7 minutes though. Anyway, so yeah, Brighton went in front after 7 minutes. It was pretty dodgy defending. Caicedo had the ball. He sort of just laid it off to Levi Colwill. He sort of tries to clear it, but it didn't go far. It just went high in the air. It was just a looping clearance. And then Jorginho Rutter scores his first Brighton goal, the record signing brought in from Leeds for that £40 million release clause. But what was Robert Sanchez doing for that goal? I've got no idea. He was on his line at 1 minute, and then 5 seconds later, he's on the edge of the box trying to punch it. Rutter beats him in the air, heads it home. Robert Sanchez looks like a bit of a melt in that situation. I don't know why he came for that. He's erratic, isn't he? That's the sort of goalkeeper he is. Against his former club, I think he was fired up, wasn't he? But yeah, he was probably at fault for that goal. Maybe Colwill as well with a poor clearance. But Brighton 1-0 up until they made a mistake for the Chelsea equaliser. Adam Webster's pass was very short to the goalkeeper for Bergen, and Nicholas Jackson latched onto it. And I really like the composure of Nicholas Jackson here, because I think last season you would have saw a bit of erraticness of Nicholas Jackson. And I think he would have just tried to score quite early. He sort of drives with the ball right in front of the keeper, sort of starts doing a shimmy, he's waiting for a pass to show, or whether he should take it round him or just slot it home. He waits, he takes his time, the composure's unbelievable. He squares it to Palmer, who swoops it home for 1-1. Good finish, but amazing play from Nicholas Jackson. But Palmer's not done there. No. Jadon Sancho's brought down for a penalty, and Cole Palmer never misses penalties, does he? He sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and that's number 2 of the afternoon. And then, speaking of 2, about 2 minutes later, maybe 3, Chelsea are awarded a free kick. What does Cole Palmer do? He wraps it, absolutely razzes it over the wall into the top corner. Verbruggen gets a hand to it. He can't keep it out. Cole Palmer scores a hat-trick, just like that. It's so simple for him. And then what does he do next? I'll tell you what he does. He scores a 4th about 5-6 minutes later. Ball played into him. I think it was from Sancho again, actually. And it's just a great finish. It's just an unbelievable finish. Near post, keeper nowhere to be seen. And again, Cole Palmer just there. 4-2 at half-time. 6-goal thriller in the first half. The second half didn't really live up to those expectations. But, man, like I said at the start, Cole Palmer, is he in the conversation of being a world-class player? I think I need to get a few pals on here. We need to discuss Cole Palmer, because I don't think he's spoken about enough. The different calibre of goals he scores is not spoken about enough. Like, he's an elite penalty taker. We saw today he's an elite free kick taker. He can score all types of goals. He can use both feet. He could have had 6 or 7 goals today. Now, you could put that down to Brighton's defending. They weren't great, in all honesty. I think they missed Van Hecker at the back today. They really did, because I think he's an underrated baller. But, come on, something's got to be given to Cole Palmer. He was unreal today. He was unbelievable. And I think City are now sort of thinking, should they have let him go? Obviously, they did get a big price tag for him, but that is certainly doubling, maybe even tripling right now as we speak. His price tag is going skyrocket. But I think he'll be at Chelsea for a long time. Anyway, we need to speak about Chelsea, because are they in the title picture? I mean, right now, technically they are. They are in the title picture, obviously, because they're like 2nd, 3rd in the league. They've got a lot of goals. They've got the same amount of points as certain teams up there. I think they're going to be in the battle towards top 4, but they are in the picture at the minute. They could have a sneaky little chance. Now, I'm not getting my hopes up. I don't know why. I'm not a Chelsea fan. I don't want them to win the league. I'd rather them win the league than Liverpool, than Arsenal, than City. But I don't want them to win the league. Of course I don't. I want Manchester United to win the league, but that's not happening. And Chelsea have got a few players here for me. I say a few. For me, they look like now they've got a lot of likeable players, or a lot of players I like to watch, so to say. Nicholas Jackson has really grown on me. I wasn't a massive fan of his last year. I thought he was okay, but he's the level to his game has certainly stepped up. Madueke is very silky. We've talked about Palmer enough. I think Moises Caicedo, I don't know what's gone on with him, but is he living up to that price tag? It's a big price tag when he left Brighton and joined Chelsea, but wow, I think he's dropped at least every single game this season a 7, 8 out of 10 in every match. I think he's been one of Chelsea's better players this season. And again, it's going under the radar because you're seeing all the goals from Palmer, the goals from Jackson, the goals from Madueke, Jadon Sancho providing the assists, and Kunku, Felix, Neto. They've got all these star-studded forwards. I think Moises Caicedo's going under the radar just a little bit for my liking. I was really impressed with him today. Really impressed. And I think Chelsea, they can definitely kick on. I think Enzo Maresca's going to be buzzing with how they're playing. Obviously, they had that difficult start against Manchester City on the opening day, but since then, they look a different team, Chelsea, to me. Again, they've still got to play a lot of the big sides yet. They haven't been tested against all them, but there's no reason why Chelsea, in this current state, can't beat a lot of those teams. They were really impressive today. Really impressive. As for Brighton, I wasn't impressed defensively. I thought they were really, really poor defensively. I thought, again, like I said about the Wolves' performance earlier, in the earlier video, I think Wolves obviously kicked off later. I had a little bit of a moment there. Sorry, what are you doing? Hello. Why am I keeping this in? Oh my god, what we're doing? What we're talking about? Brighton playing out from the back. That's right. Brighton have always done that though. Since they had Graham Potter, they've always done that. De Zerbi, they certainly did that. And with Herzl now, they're going to continue to do that. And again, there's a time and a place for it for me. There is a time and a place for it. They got caught a few times. A few dodgy passes from the goalkeeper. A few dodgy passes from Webster, certainly. I don't think he had his best game today. He had a great block to deny Nicholas Jackson, though, a goal, and I had him in my FPL team, so Webster, mate, move. Anyway, great performance from Chelsea. You've got to give them the credit. I think they thoroughly deserve the win today, and it's just if they can kick on now. Can they kick on? Can they get top four? Can they push for the title? You never know. I mean, I know, I don't think they will, but I don't know, actually. That was rude of me. I don't know that they're not going to go for the title, but I don't think they will. But Cole Palmer today, 4 goals in one half of football. He's another record breaker. Credit where credit's due to Chelsea.